everybody. This is Casey here for Spiritual Talk tonight. So how's everybody tonight? Tiffany, how are you tonight, dear? You feeling better today, hon? I am too. There she is. How is everybody? Hi, Legal. How are you tonight? Good. Does anybody have any topics they want to talk about tonight? It's new moon. Okay, well, we got prayers out for him. So today's new moon. So set your intentions for the next 6 months. And I pulled up a little bit of information on herbs for prosperity. Not herbs, essential oils. So I thought we'd talk about that a little bit tonight. Now, this new moon, now if you're a Libra, this new moon is like the new year reset for us. And whatever intentions you set for today will be set your intentions for the next 6 months. Yeah. So this is new moon, so you want to focus on things you want to manifest. And then the one on Halloween, you want to set your intentions to release things. But I thought some of these essential oils were good, okay? So if you take a candle even and you write your name on it and write if you get a pink one and you write my future love and you put essential oil on it, then it helps bring in that energy. I did one for healing and then one for prosperity and one for love. Just used the little candles, you know. Tiffany's been a busy girl all week. She's gone through many levels of healing. Daisy might come in later. This girl has been manifesting, fixing her house. Boy, she just manifested things big time. Oh, we're always healing on some level. So whenever you want to manifest anything, you should put an intention out to the universe. That's like my friends put an intention out. They had people that were coming for healing work and coming, and they said, okay, universe, we only want people that want to do the work come once or twice, and then they're healed. Okay, so that's worked very well for them. People come once or twice and they recommend other people, you know. They're not in it to make the money. They're in there to help people, right? So they put their intention out there for that. But then they had one lady. This is one of the things I talk about, you know, there's good and bad in everything. Tarot and psychic and mediumship and everything. So they had somebody that came in and was coming in. They said, what the heck? We need to sit her down and ask her some questions. So they sit down and ask her some questions. She goes, oh, hold on. I need to call my psychic and ask her. Okay. That horrified me. Okay. This is why I tell you guys, don't give your power away to a reading. Because for one thing, she's given her power to the reading, the reader. The reader's taking it. What kind of karma, what kind of dynamic if they set up that they're doing that? You know, if somebody's, that just horrifies me. There needs to be an exchange of energy, but you don't want to depend on the readings. I encourage you guys to make choices and decisions all the time. So yes, what would you ladies like to talk about tonight? Exactly. But see, we're disempowered by the rules and regulations that society gives us. You know, that's why I'm trying to get you guys to clear all those energy blocks so you can find out who you are, you know? Well, we have 5 people here. Who else is here? RM2, Tiffany, Legal Pusher. Who else is here? Teardrops and roses. Yay. Okay, so okay. Spikenard, Spikernard. Spikenard. It's a holy oil. This is, I Googled these earlier, okay? It relaxes, it calms, it uplifts your senses. It's very grounding. It opens and clears intuition, balances your sixth and seventh chakras, promotes a sense of acceptance, renews trust in life and your sense of faith, clears abundance blocks. And then bergamot, energizing and rejuvenating, increases inspiration, enthusiasm, uplifts you to release anxiety, opens your heart chakra, allows you to release the need for control over situations, and helps boost confidence and happiness. This is what came up for abundance, okay? But these are all blocks to abundance too, okay? So clary sage energizes, rejuvenates, helps with visualization exercises and feeling positive, supports decision making, and it's great for taking positive action toward your dreams, and it helps you reach deep sleep if you spray it before you go to bed. It says thyme boosts confidence and courage, restoring morale, and makes you feel empowered and powerful. Patchouli inspires happiness and positive thinking, helps you with affirmations around wealth, aligns chakras by releasing any feelings of insecurity, obsession, jealousy, encourages staying in the present moment, and releasing worries about unknown and uncontrollable. Boy, I read that and I pulled that out and put it on my candle quick. Ginger is empowering and uplifting, helps you to take strong action toward your goals, gives your confidence a boost, and helps you to make decisions and take initiative, helps with motivation and new ideas, helps attract wealth through new enterprise. Jasmine increases your self-worth and confidence for releasing mental blocks and finding your emotional alignment. It's also associated with good luck and creativity, and it smells good. Orange uplifts moods and brings calm, releases fears and obsessions and self-judgment, helps navigate obstacles and relaxes any perfectionist attitude, creates feelings of peace, harmony, creativity, while it balances emotional senses. Rosemary stimulates intellect, promotes focus and concentration, and boosts the ability to make decisions and set goals. Helps instill inspiration, creativity, and helps you commit to success by raising your self-esteem and mental clarity. Cypress supports making changes and helps release the past. I was wishing I had some of that. Yeah. So you can make decisions and adapt new behaviors and patterns about wealth and abundance. I said, man, I got to order that. I forgot to write it down too. Eucalyptus helps you breathe easily on many levels, assists in emotional release to move effortlessly through life, improves your willpower and endurance, helps anyone who finds it hard to get unstuck, okay, in thought patterns. Frankincense, used for meditation and spiritual practices, promotes calm, relaxation, tranquility, expands awareness, allows greater productivity, and a sense of worthiness. Yeah, that's connects and aligns your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual sides and helps you understand your true purpose, which leads you to the right path toward abundance. So that was the 12 that I came up with earlier. I've been trying to take a shower all day. The phone and everything's been going nuts because I was going to do some more research on it. So lavender is so healing. It's an antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. It reduces pains. It helps deep cuts and wounds. Myrrh is good for cuts and abrasions, cleans and prevents infections, and seals the wounds. Rosemary is the same as lavender. It heals deep wounds, road rash, bruising, helps muscle pain, and promotes healthy circulation. Helichrysum, that's good for cuts. Anti-inflammatory, supports nervous system to reduce pain, stops bleeding, and promotes cell regeneration. And rose geranium, antibacterial properties and supports immune system, wards off infections, promotes blood flow to the areas. Yeah. I use something called, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it. Hold on, let me look. This is crazy. So I order Now Warming Arnica Gel, okay? And then I order an essential oil. Tiffany, you may want to pay attention to this. It's Now Arnica Warming Gel. And it is also, let me find the name of it. I don't know why I can never remember the name of this. This is essential oil. So Copaiba, Copaiba. That stuff is amazing. If you have any aches or pains, Tiffany, this stuff is awesome. That may help the pain in your hip in the meantime, hon. I used it after my surgery, and it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And frankincense is good. Yeah, lemon. I see. We have natural grocers here, and we have Vitamin Cottage, and I can go buy a little bag of lemon balm like this for like $2. But I would try. It's now Arnica warming gel in the Copaica. That stuff is absolutely amazing. And I mix them. I use now what smells good is some jasmine and orange and what did I jasmine oil and I think frankincense and put it into a spray and spray it around the room. Oh yes. And I don't have a bathtub. I just have a shower. So everybody keeps telling me to take a rose bath. You take a rose bath for 30 days. I love jasmine. Okay. But I don't have a bathtub, so I got some of the rose oil and put it in a bottle. And as soon as I get out of the shower, I spray myself down. Still rose. Got to get creative. The girls swore him down that if you take a rose bath for 30 days, that you'll draw in love. They swear him down by it. And even if you take a rose bath every day and don't say anything, your husband notices. Is anybody else having weird dreams? Copaica. What I did is I ordered a 1 pound bag of rose petals, organic. So, and I was trying to create a bath in this bathtub, and it just, my landlord would have to go in and rip it out and put a whole new bathtub in, and he's not willing to do that right now. I normally wake up at 3 in the morning, but this week I've been waking up at 5, and my dreams are crazy. And my twin flame is coming through big time. Big time. It's like, why can't I get past this? Yeah. So if you got some lavender oil, put it in a spray bottle and spray it around your room. It's supposed to help you sleep too. I already knew that because they talk about, kids that have problems sleeping. If you make a little lavender bag and put it by their pillow, they should be able to sleep better. I need to do that. This year has just been crazy for getting sleep and having weird dreams, and I'm restless. I have the anticipation that something's going to happen. I don't know what's going on. But I'm a Libra, and this new moon today is supposed to be like a new year for me. And it's like I listen to the readings, and they all say, well, you're moving it into a new cycle. And I said, well, after 21 years of being single, I would love to move into a new cycle. Yeah. Snow is clean and pure. So, do you have a pendulum, legal pill pusher? Do you have a pendulum? Where's my pendulum? Let me show you a way to check. I don't think your third eye's closed. Where's my pendulum? Of course, it's going to be in the bottom of everything, isn't it? Here. There. It's not too far down. You can use a necklace too. In fact, it was so funny because my 11-month-old granddaughter came over, and first thing she does is look to see what I have on. I got one of these. It's a black tourmaline. I forget what they're called. It's got the little. It's got the little coil in it for electrical magnetic stuff. Got some interesting energy. Of course, my granddaughter goes for the root. She likes my crystal bracelets. Okay, you can use a pendulum, you can use a necklace, but you could scan, okay? You can scan your chakras and see which way they go. So that's my 7th. Sixth. Doesn't like that. I need to unhook it. Oops. Oh, well, that's not good. Okay. 7th. 6th. 5th. 4th. 3rd. 2nd. Ooh, got some second issues I got to work on. 1st. Whoa. I got some 1st and 2nd issues I got to work on. Thank you for making me aware of that, Legal. I think that's part of what's coming on. I mean, COVID, this virus has triggered 1st and 2nd chakra issues in everybody. Everybody. Safety, security, stability, everything. So, Tiffany, did you ask some questions around that dream? And Teardrops and Roses, you could ask your angels to help you remember your dreams. And I'm just, I know I've been talking big time to Twin Flame in my dreams. But instead of waking up at 3, I'm waking up at 5 and I can't go back to sleep. And then I'm tired during the day and I got to take a nap. And Legal Pill Pusher, I would ask questions around your third eye. Somebody had us do a meditation years and years and years ago where we put a little bit of peppermint on our third eye. Watch your hands. Watch your eyes. But that pops the third open quick. That was an experience. And then we were all complaining because we had peppermint in our eyes. You ladies are so quiet tonight. So what kind of dreams is everybody having? But there was something else I wanted to ask. Where is it? It was on a... Is anybody still here? Where is it? So one of them talked about writing on the candle. Another one talked about, maybe it was this one. So she was talking about the new moon. It begins a new cycle in relating and rebalancing. The Libra scales represent justice, equality, and agreements, as well as commerce. Ruled by love goddess Venus, Libra seeks to attract, cooperate, persuade, and balance extremes. How we engage with others and the mirror that is reflected back to us in their eyes is part of the Libra experience of self and others. While Libra seeks harmony, attempting to harmonize isn't necessarily the same thing as achieving peace. We're clearly in very chaotic times, and as the new moon opposes instinctive Mars... Text message. No, well, I can't see the chat messages. Oh. Okay. So we're having problems again. Let me pull it up again. Put the volume down. Okay, we'll do it this way. Leon told me today that the twin flame and I will reconcile in spring. The dream makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I was thinking you're looking at summer, but you've got the snow and the autumn. It's like you have to go through all the layers in order to get to where you're going. Okay. So teardrops and so caramel apple. One of the techniques I learned was called therapeutic touch. This is one of the first things that they taught nurses to open up your energy field. Teardrops and roses might have. I mean, Legal Pill Pusher might have heard of that. Okay, so you go in. You could actually probably do this yourself. You go in and ask permission to go within, and then you kind of ask to open up the energy field, and you do it in a clockwise motion until you feel like till your chakras are open, your energy field's open, and then you could go in and you can determine which way your chakras should be spinning. I would check the crown chakra and see which way the crown chakra is spinning. Okay, so to me that's clockwise. And then I would check each one of the chakras and see if they're all running clockwise. If not, then I would take your hand and try to pull out some of the blockages, and then I would soothe it by running your hands clockwise over that area and see if that makes a difference, hon. And I see you, Al. Now, Al. Yay! Pleasant surprise and happiness. Yeah. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Ooh, well, that's awesome. Somebody, this is something else that happened. Now you brought this up, legal pill pusher. Somebody said something to me last night and I woke up. It's like, okay, who called me? Who called me? That's right. Let me write that down. Like, you made me think of that. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so that was crazy. I didn't even think about it, but boy, yeah, that they didn't call my name, but they said something. Yeah. You were on your phone, huh? Yeah. Wow. I didn't even while I was busy all day. I didn't get to see Leon. Now I did Astro Ascension. I went on there Wednesday. We did a collaborative readings on there on Wednesday. Okay. So that was interesting. You guys should he's yeah. He's a pretty good reader. He does more astrology type things. But does it seem like this month that you guys have been the last couple of weeks, have you guys been getting more messages in? Woke your dog up. You mean your mom's dog? Oh, this is weird. This is weird. This is a problem I had the other day on Wednesday when we were doing the readings. I can see the delay in me talking and it looks weird. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. But then Libra is a time of balance, you know? So you're supposed to be diplomatic, grateful for and look for potentials that await activation. Tap into your talents. Oh, it says tap into your talents and this star that's going on is said to bestow riches, honors, and fame. And watch what you're putting out into the universe. Let's see. What else? It's square to authoritative Saturn and transformative Pluto. It may take some patience, maturity, and dedication to achieve what we desire in terms of relationships and agreements. Pluto wants to eliminate that which is in decay, and once we purge that which is no longer life-giving, the catharsis can usher in a rebirth and renewal of purpose. Yes, yes, I'm ready. Hi, Kitty's Corner. How are you tonight? Yes. So the Chandral symbol, which is the degree that it's at right now. It was interesting because I looked it up today because they were talking about the Libra moon is at 23 degrees Libra. I have Libra at 7 degrees, 21 degrees, and 29 degrees. And it says the symbol for this new moon is a third wing on the left side of a butterfly. And the symbol is a chameleon with moving pictures peering on its back like a movie. These are shape-shifting times, and as Libras know, it can take some true social gymnastics to be fluid enough not to let the fire of anger, rage, frustration consume us and our relationships. So, Kitty, do you have any topics that you would like to talk about tonight? We did talk about some essential oils for burning some candles or using for this new moon. We did talk about setting intention for the next 6 months. You know, astrology is such a science, hun. It is such a science, and it's just like I've been studying stuff for 45 years, and I've always put astrology on the back burner. Now I wish I hadn't have, because it takes so long to learn. It's so awesome. But I did look at my progressed planets, and I have 3 of the progressed planets that are like 28 and 29 degrees. So sometime within the next few months, I will be going through a I know, because we were talking about we're all having some pretty intense dreams, huh? I was telling them somebody said something to me last night. They didn't call my name, but they definitely woke me up. And I'm having dreams about my twin flame. And instead of waking up at 3:00 in the morning, I'm waking up at 5. But I'm not sleeping good at all because I'm just so restless, and I keep feeling like something's going to happen. Yourself included, yeah. Yeah, I never did a lot of stuff on dreams. And now Anne-Marie Colton has a book out on dreams, but I learned a lot about the spiritual realm even out of that book. It's not just about dreams and the symbology. And but she gives some definitions for some things. Now, Elle had a dream about a nice guy coming in. Oh. You wake at 4. I have always woke up at 3, and now all of a sudden I'm waking up at 5, and I can't go back to sleep. And then I have to go and take a nap in the middle of the day. Yeah. You dream of dead people? And what kind of messages do the dead people have for you, hon? But we're close to Halloween too. The veil. We've got a full moon on Thanksgiving, so I'm thinking that's going to be real powerful for releasing a lot of stuff, you know? So naked people can represent your vulnerabilities, hun. What aspects of you what aspects of are you when you're in a relationship do you feel very vulnerable with? Yes, life goes on. I've been feeling like for a while that this month was going to be kind of pivotal, but I am kind of concerned what this election is going to bring up too. I think there's going to be some violence with that. I'm projecting peace on the whole world. Well, just don't stop being yourself, hun. The right guy will come in and everything will fall into place. Yes. So houses usually represent like you as a person. So I'm wondering how much, yeah. So Carmela Apple, I'd start using that who does it belong to technique, hun? Because those people may be you picking up everybody else's stuff. And you have the power to command them to leave too. Look at Elle. She's on top of everything. In December, Saturn and Jupiter cross each other and there may be chaos. Yeah. Well, Saturn and Jupiter were crossing each other when the virus started hitting the whole world in January, too. I think this is the second aspect, and then the third one is supposed to be like March, where they're crossing. But Elle, ask yourself if you were just picking up everybody else's stuff of everybody that was in that house, and if ask what percentage of it was yours and send the rest back. So in real life, how much of a tendency did you have to not speak up to people? Ooh, that's interesting, Kitty. That's interesting. See, I haven't talked about energy being and entities and stuff. See, that's that not not you, L. You yeah. Yeah, you're see, that's the problem. So that's what you don't stick up for yourself. So maybe it's time for you. I would watch for situations, just take baby steps to learn to stick up for yourself. It's not really sticking up for yourself, it's setting a boundary, hun. Okay? Because people that don't speak up much have a tendency to let people walk all over them. Believe me, I know. Yes. So, were you in an accident when you were 5 years old, hon? Ooh, I kind of get the feeling that's past life stuff, hon. So I and caramel apple, yeah. Caramel apple, I would ask what percentage of that energy that was in that dream was yours, and then send the rest back. No, I didn't see the video, hon. I just kind of back off and don't even have the people in my life. I don't know. I'm getting better about being verbal about my boundaries, but my girls keep telling me that I let people walk all over me. But you know what? Sometimes you just let people. You're no matter how much you fight with people, okay? You're not going to change them. They're not. You're not going to change their truth. You're not going to change their belief systems. That's when we have to back off. We have to set boundaries for ourselves too. You're not going to change them, you know. And that's one of the things that some of the women come on here. Well, if I love them enough, okay, then they'll change. No, it doesn't work that way. They have to want to change, and that's a program that women have. Yeah. Oh, teardrops, honey. So 14% of yours. So that what? That's 76% of it was not yours. So send the other 76% of the energy that's not yours back to whoever it came from with love and consciousness. Kitty, I invite you to go in and look at my playlist. Yeah, that's shocking. That's shocking. Yeah. Yeah. So, Kitty, in my playlist, I have the bubble technique. If you've got anger, frustration, negative self-talk, points of view that are old, outdated, points of view that people have given you about how life should be, you put them into that bubble and it clears them. Okay? And there's who does it belong to? As empaths, 80-90% of what we pick up or feeling is not even ours. So that's a technique to send back the energy to whoever it came from. And then I have a video in there on how to cut cords. I probably should redo that one because it seems like we need to go into more depth. But somebody could always ask on here. Yeah. Elle knows that playlist well. And there's a movie, if you haven't ever watched the movie, What the Bleep Do We Know? Everybody should watch that. So, teardrops and roses, can you try the bubble technique for that fear that dream brought up? Oh, so you finally watched it, Tiffany? It's in your notebook in the clipboard. Yeah, because Elle watched it. Yeah. Oh, you've watched it several times now. Please, teardrops and roses, try that and see because you don't. If you're going to fear that you could draw it to you. Okay. Make sure you clear it, hon. And when I have something like that, so some of you are new. So this is what happened to me. Okay, I got up one day. I'm cleaning house. I knew my kids. Yeah. I knew my kids were going to a party that night. And I also knew, because my kids, I tried locking them in the house so they wouldn't go out and party at night. I put deadbolts on the doors, the kind that you have to have the key. My son got my daughter and everybody were going out the windows. So I put bars on the windows. And then my son finally thought one night, what the hell? He went and got a screwdriver and took the deadbolts off. So I knew that if I tried to tell them that they couldn't go out to the party, that they were going to go. But I kept getting flashes of my son being shot. Okay? So, I mean, all day long, and I'm perplexed. I don't know what to do. I finally sat down and said, okay, Lord, I know they're going to go to the party no matter what I say. I'm asking for extra protection, and I'm putting them into your hands. And my daughter came busting in at 1:30 in the morning. 4 kids at that party were shot that night. And I told my son, you were supposed to be one of those. And he just looked at me. He goes, you know what? You're right, Mom. You're right. But I look back now. I wish I would have put up protection for all the kids at that party. Not just mine, all the kids at the party. Hindsight's 2020. Yeah. Every time we say that now, we're going to remember 2020. But so the point I'm giving across on, sometimes you have to put things into God's hands. Yeah. Sometimes you have to have that faith and trust and put it into God's hands. Okay? That took away the worry, gave me comfort, and kept them protected. In fact, my son was talking about the other night. He says he ran into one of the guys that was at the party. Yeah. It's hard, huh, Kitty? He ran into one of the kids who were at that party. See, first, my daughter was a wild child. She's like a freaking tiger, okay? My son told her something, and her and her friends stormed to the back of the house. My oldest son went after him, and that's when the guy came back and shot the kids. There was 3 at the party and 1 at the corner. And Steve went in and was working on stopping the bleeding on one of the kids. And this kid told him, oh yeah, he was telling these kids, this is the guy that saved my life all those years ago. He goes, but you know, Mom, if I'd known Tex was at the corner and that he was shot, he says, I would have been down there. This kid he wasn't a gang member. He was just one of the kids that hung around with all the kids. Everybody loved him. He was down at the corner store on the payphone talking to his mentor, making arrangements to work on his car the next day. And it was just this kid that wanted to experience shooting somebody. How sad is that? Because they don't comprehend that it's real. And then that's what I tell them. Sometimes, you know, Kitty, we're all supposed to be different. We're all supposed to be learning different things, you know. And how can we judge somebody else for what they're experiencing or what they're going through? Because maybe that's what they came in to experience. And it is sad. It is sad, big time. You know, it comes down to choices and decisions. And yeah, sometimes we have things that we have to come in and resolve in this lifetime that we made agreements to come in and resolve. Oh, yeah. I only know one person that never had any childhood trauma or issues. And then when he got married and obstacles came up, he didn't know how to deal with things. Because he never had to deal with anything, any conflict or anything when he was growing up. So it's yeah. So Kitty, this is another thing I'm going to recommend you read. It's by Debbie Ford. It's called The Dark Side of the Light Chasers. She talks about when we don't like something about ourselves or somebody criticizes parts of ourselves or traumas that we have been through, we have a tendency to lock them away in a room. And instead of locking them away in a room, sometimes it's there for protection. Sometimes we just need to go in and talk to them in order to resolve them, to see what it's trying to tell us, to see what it's trying to teach us. It's a very powerful book. Yes, Elle is the best. She's been reading the book. I think she's got it on save. So, and this is one of the things I tell people, look at how far you've come. Look at how far you've come rather than how far you need to go. You may have read it. It's by Debbie Ford, hon. She like pioneered a lot of this work. Yeah. But it explains, it explains how we shatter ourselves by pushing away all those parts of ourselves that we need, because we are the yin yang. Okay, we are already whole and complete. Anybody outside of yourself is just the whipped cream. So you want to change the world, you want to have a good relationship, you work on you first. Yes. And we do have a tendency to push away those parts of ourselves. And we are human. And we are who we're supposed to be. Okay? You can't go in and tell somebody that they're not perfect, because you are perfect in God's eyes. We just came in to learn different things, and we're supposed to be honoring each other's differences, and we're not. We're taught judgment, and anything that's different is wrong. Okay? I put my fly swatter away. That was a mistake. Where did I put it? I've got one pesky fly left. Yeah. So I haven't read it yet, but there's one book that I ordered. It was started in the early 1900s. Let me see if I can find it. It's one. So this guy started writing this book because his wife told him, honey, everybody's going to have a different opinion about you. And it's because everybody's point of view, everybody's belief systems about who you are all based on who they are. It's 100,000. And I need to sit and read that. Where's it at? The bitterest of all, profoundly humoristic about the decomposition of life. He discovers by way of a completely irrelevant question that his wife poses to him that everyone he knows and everyone he has ever met has constructed a persona in their own imagination, and that none of these personas correspond to the image that he has of himself, as he believes himself to be. The reader is immediately immersed in a cruel game of confusing projections, mirroring the reality of social existence itself, which imperiously dictates their rules. As a result, the first ironic awareness of him consists in the knowledge of that which he definitely is not. The preliminary operation must therefore consist in the spiteful destruction of all these fictitious masks. So basically, we are working through everybody else's masks reality of who we are every day. And I need to sit and read that. Do the one. Yeah. I'm about 40 books behind. This last year I have ordered all kinds of books and haven't had time to read them. Yeah. Hey, Tracy, how are you doing tonight, hon? So we're kind of talking about dreams and other people's points of view and belief systems about who they are. What's going on, Tracy? Girl, you need to reframe that. Reframe that, hon. Tracy, have you used the bubble technique? Also, try some probiotics. I would also try some magnesium. A lack of magnesium can cause depression. There's a bunch of things. Do you know how to use a pendulum, hon? Yes, well, I'll send some healing energy to Tracy. So one of my therapists said that depression is unresolved anger. So Tracy, you might write on a piece of paper like magnesium and use the pendulum to see if you need that. Write down probiotics, see if that's what you need. See if there's some other kind of balance. Go through some of the things. Yeah. No, you're not normally like that. I'm sorry, hon. Good night and much love to you too, Tiffany. Get Luna to bed and play with your mama's dog. No, no. Your dog. Yeah, look at her. So, Tracy, this is a new moon today. Okay. So, one of the things you want to do is write down what you want to manifest in your life, hun. And I know this is hard to think about right now, but you might want to write a letter to your future love, inviting him in. Oh, honey, I hate to see anybody go through anything. That's so hard. I've been crying over mine for 2 years. Please, please don't do what I did. It's like my life's been on hold for 2 years. Wow. Hey, we're giving you an energetic group hug, hun. Exactly right, Kitty. Not much of a friend. So I was listening to a lady the other day because I know you guys asked me. Yeah, yeah. Me too, Kitty. I haven't talked to him for 2 years, but we were broken up for a year before that. Um, so I was listening to a gal talk about twin flames, and she says sometimes the divine masculine will opt out on doing the work, and the universe will step in and send you somebody that's high vibration also that will take their place. It's like, I'm waiting. I'm sorry, hon. Yeah. So write a letter. Just write a letter to your future love today. Okay. Whether that's him or that's somebody else that comes in, you're setting intention for the next 6 months. Yeah. But you know what, hon? It doesn't mean that you have to put your life on hold. And I know that's hard. I fight with this every day, and it doesn't help because my twin flame comes to me in my dreams every night. It's like, okay, you don't want to do the work, to you don't want to be here in the physical, then leave me alone in the fifth, leave me alone in the fifth dimension. Yes. Journal. Journal too, hun. If you don't feel like talking to anybody else, journal. But I know he's not awake, hon, and I know this is painful, but please try to set some intentions for the next 6 months. Yeah. Girl, I'm tired of crying over this guy. And this week has just been. I know, because I've been depressed the last couple days too, because it's like, how do I get past this? You know? It's not easy. Exactly. That's the only thing you can do is let them go and see if they come back. Because that might be one of his lessons, hon. So right now he's with his karmic. Let's see how long that lasts. And girl, if he comes back, you better have some firm boundaries. So in the meantime, love you. Oh, wow. Yes. My twin flame's karmic is his job. He's a Capricorn. He's focused on his finances, his stability. And he's like married to his job. He's got things he wants to accomplish before he will even he'll come back. So Tracy, we're all going to send you a hug, hon. Okay? And what would we do without those angels? I'm telling you. So what I would like you to do do you have any essential oils, Tracy? Can you take a nice warm bath and throw some essential oils in there? No essential oils? Because we were talking about some essential oils earlier. Let's see, what was the one for releasing the past? Gosh. Himalayan bath salt? Yeah, that'd be good. So, where's the one? So, I never heard of this one before. Spikenard. It's a holy oil, relaxes, brings in calmness, uplifts your senses. It's very grounding, opens and clears intuition, balances sixth and seventh chakras, promotes a sense of acceptance, renews trust in life and your sense of faith, and it clears abundance blockages. Where's the other one? There's one about letting go of the past. I needed to order that. Thyme boosts confidence and courage, restoring morale, and makes you feel empowered and powerful. Oh, patchouli inspires happiness and positive thinking, helps you with affirmations around wealth, aligns chakras by releasing any feelings of insecurity, obsession, jealousy, encourages staying in the present moment and releasing worries about unknown and uncontrollable. I need to do that. Jasmine increases self-worth and confidence for releasing mental blocks and finding your emotional alignment. It's also associated with good luck and creativity. Ah. Orange. Oh, if you have any orange or lemon. Oh. So in other words, she's a real bee. Yeah. Well, let's see who's going to be laughing when he pulls the same stuff on her. So orange uplifts your moods, brings calm, releases fears, obsessions, and self-judgment. Helps navigate obstacles and relax any perfectionist attitude and creates feelings of peace, harmony, creativity, while it balances emotional senses. Tracy, why are you even talking to this woman? That's mental torture. Why are you not blocking her, hon? Ah, here it is, Cypress. Cypress supports making changes and helps release the past so you can make decisions and adopt new behaviors and patterns around wealth and abundance, which also encompasses relationships. So Cypress, and yeah, I did write down Cypress. And I have the other one. Well, you know what? Karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. Just sit back and let the universe put it all in God's hands, hon. I know it hurts, but you know, you don't have to fall to their level. Yeah. You don't have, you know, like Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. Okay? We're all here for you, hon. And if you need somebody to talk to, hon, you can message me. Okay? If you need somebody to talk to, you guys got my email. Tracy, watch for their cords to try to come back, hon. And what did I say? What did I say? That anger is that depression is unresolved anger. Song of Solomon. Yeah. So, yeah. Parsley bath? Oh. What does a parsley bath do? Parsley and cinnamon, what does that do, Elle? I might have to make a spray bottle of that. Does it come with garlic bread? We needed you on here tonight, Tracy. Oh. I don't have a bathtub. What about a spray? It's easier than a sugar daddy. Oh. I got invited to a Halloween party on the 24th. Sugar daddy might be more fun, huh? The 24th is next Saturday. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Scarlett, honey. Scarlett, honey, are you using the tools, hun? No. Are you taking your medications too? What did the hospital say? So we have another gal on here that's going through the same kind of pain. Do you have any essential oils, Scarlett? Okay, Scarlett, you are scattered because you've given your power away to everybody else, hun. Oh, here comes the freaking trolls. So, well, if he can physically murder somebody, then why would he feel bad about murdering you emotionally, hun? Tracy's going through the same thing, Scarlett. Tracy's going through the same thing right now, hun. So, Scarlett, do you have any spikenard? Oh, honey, some of us can understand that a little more than you think, okay? Or do you have bergamot? Okay, spikenard or bergamot? Honey, if you weren't alive, you wouldn't be reaching out to us. Yeah. Al, let me know if you want to go to a Halloween party next Saturday. Yeah. Do you have any patchouli? Frankincense and lavender be something good to put on right now. Yeah. Message me later, Al, please. Okay, so I would get some patchouli. Okay. It inspires happiness and positive thinking, helps you with affirmations around about your life, aligns chakras by releasing any feelings of insecurity, obsession, jealousy, or encourages staying in the moment and releasing worries about unknown and uncontrollable. Okay, then maybe you should be using the patchouli. Okay? Maybe that's the reason I pulled up all these oils tonight. And jasmine is also good for increases self-worth and confidence, for releasing mental blocks and finding your emotional alignment. It also brings in good luck and creativity. So put the patchouli on right now. Here's another one, cypress. Supports making changes and help release the past so you can make decisions and adopt new behaviors and patterns about wealth and abundance, which also includes relationships. So put some patchouli on right now, hon. Are you getting any sleep, Scarlett?
Are you getting any sleep, Scarlett?
Oh,
Are you getting any sleep?
I hit the wrong button. You're losing lavender and vanilla. Lavender's good for relaxation, but honey, I would add the patchouli. Okay? Have you had any sleep? Yeah. Right now, everybody's sleep is scattered right now, hon. So, Scarlett, can you write a letter? It's keep freezing up. Scarlett, I would write a letter of what you want to manifest in the next 6 months. I would ask for the gift of peace, the gift of grounding, the gift of healing, the gift of release. Honey, if he killed you, you wouldn't be here now. And why are you giving him that power over you anyway? When are you going to reclaim your power, hon? Hi, Robin. How are you, hon? Scarlett, you didn't give him your soul. Okay, that's just an expression. Okay? he he didn't touch your soul, hon, because that's totally separate. What he's done though is energetically rape you on all levels, okay? But are you doing the tools, hon? Are you checking and making sure there's no more cords? And and making sure that he's not tapping into your energy? And it takes time. It takes time, Scarlet. Hi, Reclaiming the Truth. So that would be the cypress, and that would be the patchouli. Scarlet, close your eyes and see if there's any cords. This is what I keep telling you, hun. You need to do the work. You all you do is close your eyes and look for the cords, hun. We've walked you through that several times already. Hey Jess, how you doing tonight? Yes, they can reappear, hun. No card readings tonight, hun. This is spiritual talk night. Yeah. Hi, Darlene. So, Scarlet, close your eyes and scan your body and see if there's any cords, hun. Scarlet, I would look online. I gave you the link for doing a meditation to reclaim all the pieces of yourself, hun. Hey, Darlene. So, Scarlet, it's time to reclaim those parts. Let me find that meditation. Let me see if I can find it again. Let me find it. This one might be good. Hold on. Scarlett, try this link. But Scarlett, you started reclaiming your power and backing off from him before he cut you off. There's a difference between dying for somebody and being in pain, Scarlett. But Scarlett, you were already making the moves to, yeah. You were already cutting him off, hon. Scarlett, did you close your eyes, look to see if there's any cords reattached? But you were in the process of working toward that, hon. You were starting to make choices and decisions for yourself. And what you were going through was an illusion because this man is never going to be out of prison. How can you have a relationship with somebody that's never going to be out of prison? And he's probably doing this to several other people too. That's exactly what I've been telling her, Kitty. She's in the last relationship she had too was also somebody that was in another country that was unavailable also. See, the problem is, Jess, this man's a vampire. Okay? He's not only so the thing is, he's energetically tapping into her. And I'm trying to get her to close her eyes and look to see if she has any cords. Scarlett, you have the tools to do this, hon. Close your eyes and see, look at your body and see if you have any cords attached to you from him or his sister. Ask for any cords from him or his sister to be turned red so you can identify them. I know. I know. She went from an unavailable relationship from another country to him. His sisters, so was he. They both came from the same place. Exactly. She's so busy looking outside herself for validation that she's not working on her. And I agree too, Jess. But she's not alone. She's got family. She's got her brother. She's got support from all of us. Yes, she is. But she picks men that are not available. She's got a pattern of doing this. Okay? And I brought that up to her. And blonde, yeah. We're all sensitive souls, hun. We all feel, and we're all going through something. It's not just you, hun. Because we've got a couple other people here that are upset because they are also going through trauma from losing their twin. Tracy, you still here, or did you leave, hun? Oh my God. I'm sure he's a karmic. I'm very sure that he's a karmic. I don't think he's a twin. So, Scarlett, are you journaling like we've been talking to you about? Yeah, I don't blame Tracy. Yeah. Elle left too, yeah. Scarlett, no, you know what, hun? You've got to start helping yourself. Okay? You've got the tools. We've walked you through cutting the cords several times, looking for the hidden cords, and you pick up other people's energy. Who does it belong to? Okay? You should be doing prayers, you should be doing meditation, you should be focusing on you, not what you do not have control of. Okay, so what is the? Do you use Bach flower remedies, hon? Because I thought you mentioned the Bach flower remedy. Honeysuckle, yeah. Honeysuckle. So which Bach flower remedy did she give you? Exactly. That's what I keep telling her. You could take a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. Scarlett, okay, she gave you sweet chestnut. Okay, I would get some honeysuckle and some rescue remedy. Awesome. Awesome, Robin. You were much needed in here tonight. Okay, so honeysuckle helps you let go of the past. It helps you let go of things that you have no control over. Rescue remedy is huge. Yes. And do the egg thing. Yes. You're so taking notes. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Healing. Oh, here's one. Here's one. This one's for healing and whole body regeneration. Let's see if we could do. Where is it? So there's two meditations. This one, okay, this meditation I just put up, and there's another one for soul retrieval, hon. But the rescue remedy will calm you down, and the honeysuckle, and you take them 3 times a day. Okay. The egg technique is awesome. Okay. Any negative energy that you have in you, you just run the egg through your whole energy field, and it picks up all that negative energy. It's awesome. It works. Yes. I'm going to have to do that tonight. A raw egg, hon. In fact, why don't you try doing that now, hon? Go get a raw egg now and try it. Now we cleared some entities off of her last week. We helped her cut any cords. We taught her how to determine if the feelings are hers or not. But she's got to use the tools. She's looking for validation outside herself. And she keeps getting involved with men that are not emotionally available. So go get an egg right now, Scarlett, and do that, please, hon. And I'll pray for you, okay? That's what we've been talking about, Scarlett. You're starting to listen. Scarlett, can you go get an egg, please, and try that? Head to toe, through your whole energy field along your body. Yes. Rub it around your whole body, okay? Head to toe. Yes, say the prayers as you run the egg from head to toe. Hi, Astro. How you doing, Austin? I know. Scarlett, try the egg. You've got to do some things to help yourself, hon. Scarlett, can you go do that? Can you go get an egg? Run it up and down your body, praying as you do it. Break it into a cup and see what it looks like. Or break it into the toilet, whatever you want to do, okay? But see if that doesn't shift some of the energy. So do the egg and let's see what happens. Austin, did you write up your manifestation list for the next 6 months, son? Everybody write up a list tonight of everything you want to manifest in the next 6 months. Did we lose you, Austin? You know what, Austin? I have resolved not to watch anything on the election from now till then. I done did my voting, and I'm not going to listen to any more now. Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. Yeah, politics is apt. So what we need to do right now, Austin, instead of watching all that stuff, is we need to hold the light. We need to anchor in light and peace. And we can't do that if we don't find it within ourselves. So don't even watch it. I'm just trying to find peace and clarity in me. Scarlet, the egg. Say your prayers as you're using the egg. Yes. So break the egg open in a cup and see what it looks like. So I'm recommending everybody on here tonight to take some Rescue Remedy. So awesome. So maybe one of the things that you want to write up as a manifestation tonight is that you are being recognized and appreciated and rewarded for all the wonderful work you do. Okay, so does it look like a normal egg or does it have other things too? It's just a whole yolk? Other things? Any discoloration? Are there any bubbles or anything sinking to the bottom? A little too foggy pieces in the clear part. Yeah. I know. We could always suggest it to Facebook because I've wondered about that a few times too. So if you don't want to burn candles tonight for the things that you want, write up a list of things that you want to manifest in the next 6 months, and you can burn it too. So yeah, there's a lot of sacral chakra going on, hun. So I sent her. I sent her. She's got a link on here, but she's not going to do it. She's not going to do the work. She's got a lot of sacral chakra issues. No, she's not related to me. But Austin and I have been working on her for a week. Good for you, Austin. So I'm gonna do lives every day for the next week. I don't know if I'm gonna start tomorrow or not because I got some things to do, but yes. But day or night, starting Sunday, I'll be on every day during the week doing readings. So Scarlett, you need to quit telling the story over and over again. You're reclaiming it. Okay. Yeah, it'll be on here though, Robin, okay? Because I'm having troubles getting onto Facebook because of my because I use my laptop, not my phone. Pusha, honey, we're not doing readings tonight. We're doing spiritual notifications. I will be doing readings every day next week, though. Okay. Scarlett, make sure you do the same thing with the eggs the next 2 or 3 days. Okay. And this is an awesome time. Everybody, today is the new moon, and you write out everything you want to manifest for the next 6 months. No, she comes in. No, never did the Violet Flame class. No, but I keep telling Scarlett to use the Violet Flame when she starts feeling like that. No, haven't done it. Seems like everything comes up for that and for the dark side of the light chasers too. Several people are reading it. Did you ever finish reading it, Robin? Yeah, I need to finish reading it again too. This year has just been crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. A lot of people have a very emotional response in the introduction and yeah, and the first chapter. Lots of people are having some very, very emotional responses to it. Robin, every time somebody says hindsight is 2020, what are we going to say now? Oh hell. Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I said when yeah. So I was puzzled. I put your political opinion behind, but I'm going to say some things that are probably going to upset some Trump fans, but I couldn't figure out why this man got elected. And what I got was that he needed to bring a lot of things that were hidden into the light. Well, yeah, sometimes bringing them into light, we have to kick and fuss and holler and carry on through the whole process, There's lots of underlying things that have been brought to light. I upset somebody, they dropped off. He's definitely brought a lot of stuff up. Yeah, he's bringing things out of the darkness into the light. Look at the vision that was hidden, the prejudice that was hidden. Everything's being brought up so we can all identify it and work toward changing it. We can't do that till we start within ourselves. Yes. Austin, you still here, hon? Oh, I know. I was afraid you left, Austin. So does anybody have any spiritual topics they want to talk about tonight? We could talk a little more about Bach flower remedies. Oh, Robin, I've been feeling for about a month now. I've been feeling extremely uneasy waiting for something to happen. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. I maybe it's the election. I don't know. Austin, are you having strange dreams too? Crazy. Somebody called me. They didn't call my name, but somebody talked to me. I heard them say something out loud in the middle of the night last night. And instead of waking up at 3, I'm waking up at 5. I have all these dreams about my twin flame. I not sleeping at all. See, I started doing that, Kitty. I bought 40 acres, built a house, was trying to do homesteading, trying to do the gardening and stuff, and living off the land, and I ended up so sick that I lost my job and lost everything. And now I'm getting too old for this stuff. Yeah. So I like it here. I'm in a very, very small town, and I love it because when I let the dogs out in the morning, when the snow is coming, when the cold weather comes, we have deer next door. Okay, there's my little yard, and then there's like a little grassy area, and then on the other side of that fence, there's deer out there in the mornings. Okay, so everybody should support our children's trust. They have a lawsuit against the government right now, okay, saying that the government is destroying our natural resources. The government's argument is we have no responsibility to save natural resources for future generations. So we all need to get involved in that, Kitty. So I was driving back from seeing my daughter. She's moved an hour and a half away. I was driving back the other day and ran across a bobcat. I've only seen one other bobcat in my lifetime. In fact, where's that book? But you know, I have raccoons that run through here screaming at night. And then one night I had a baby raccoon out here. I heard her chittering. It was running through the whole area. And I walked up to the door and I said, "Well, what's going on with you, little one?" And he come running up on the porch and he looked at me and he ran off. He was looking for his mama. They go, "Rah! Rah! Rah!" But I heard him chittering out here one night. And I didn't think nothing of it. I left my window half down and I had a bag of dog food in the car. Guess what? Got up in the morning. They had climbed into my car and ate the dog food. Oh, yeah. They can be mean little critters. Yes. And then we have foxes out here. We have foxes. I didn't know black foxes existed, so I had to look at that. Somebody from the east moved out here, started a fox farm, started raising black foxes. Okay. And when they moved, they released them. So now we have red foxes that are red on the bottom, black on the top, or vice versa, or red with a black tail or black with a red tail. I'm in Colorado. They can carry rabies, but so can the foxes. So can the coyote. We can hear coyotes out there. I'm in a small town. Oh. I love that deck. That's most of my cards are Ciro Marchetti. Yeah, we have coyotes. Yeah, that's an awesome deck. The 3 decks that I use the most are all the Sierra Marchetti. I did show you guys. Have you seen this one, Astro Austin? Where is it? Have you seen the transparent tarot, hon? Oh, you got to see this. Okay. Let me see. Let me find a back drop here. Okay. Come on, I'm behind. Okay. So Astro, what you do is you pull cards and you lay them on top of each other to tell a story. Okay. So this one is actually, this one's actually the Hermit. And you could layer them on top of each other and tell a story. So this would be the Knight of Wands, you know, very passionate, not the fastest moving energy, but not the slowest moving energy. They're called let me show you. The transparent tarot. See, it's behind. I can't tell if you're getting it or not. Yeah. And they're awesome because I'm still learning them because they're different. Okay, like that mountain. Like I said, that is that's the Hermit. But it's cool because see, where is it? Okay, this is let me make sure I got it right. Okay. Yeah, so this would mean okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so that is somebody that is working hard, focusing on one thing at a time and forward movement, okay? And then this one is the 8 of Cups. But the way it looks here, I get confused because it's so behind. Okay, the 8 of Cups. This is walking away from a situation, but to me, looking at the way this one is, you know, they're working hard, they're working on accomplishing things, but at the same time, the 8 of Cups, he's actually climbing, to me, the obstacles. Okay, so yeah. Look at the Ace of Pentacles. You have a good night, teardrops and roses. Okay. Look at the sun. We'll see you again, hon. It's a good night to see you. Good. Yeah, it was good to see you, hon. Thank you for being here. So, it's just learning the different. Yeah. Look at this one. This one is a strength card. See how they're different? Oh, yeah, that's a strength card. So I'm still learning them. My daughter was so excited when she saw those. She ordered her own deck. The strength card's yours? Yeah. I'm trying to find some of the more, because the major arcana are so different. Okay, I showed you that one. This one's the Lovers. Okay. This one's the Lovers. Yeah. Yeah. So this one is Judgment. Okay. Kitty, I am so grateful to you for being here tonight. I am so grateful to you bringing up the egg. That might have calmed some things down. Thank you for being here. This has been going on for about 3 weeks now. And we're all running out of ways to help her. Yeah. She's on a lot of medication. She's on a lot of medication already. Yeah. Tonight, Astro? Austin? Was that tonight? Oh. Was that tonight, hon? Oh my gosh. It doesn't do any good to try to help her, hon, if she's not helping herself. Yeah, I'm sure that's part of the overwork. She's got to take the steps to help herself. And I hope that egg cleared off some of that energy because she calmed down and quieted. No, we cannot save the world. But we can try, huh, Austin? We can give him the tools. But again, you can't lead a horse to you can lead a horse to water, but you can't get him to drink. And we can be there for support, but you know what? The 4-hour calls, yes. Thank you, Jess. Jess, since you get impressions, what the heck is going on with my twin? This week's been crazy. Oh, I know, hon. This is just thrown me for a loop, and then Austin stepped in and he's been helping, and he's coming in my dreams big time. I don't know. He's been more. He's the 10 of Pentacles. Actually, when I do readings, I come up with him as the Queen of Cups, but he's in his way. He's on his way, or he's in his way. I feel like he's coming, but everybody's telling me not till next year, but I think that something shifted. He's on his way. He's driving me crazy. This last week, he's been like more demanding in my dreams or something. I don't know. When I least expect it, of course. Of course. When I meet somebody else. Oh. About the dreams or about my twin flame, hon? What did Sam say, hon? She's awesome, by the way. So I'm inviting everybody to watch Astro's Ascension Tarot. Okay. We did co-readings as soon as Kitty, you distracted me. You're welcome, Scarlett. Talk to your brother, hon. He's there to be supportive of you. Okay, Kitty, I have tried to cut cords. I have been trying to move on. I blocked him from trying to connect with me in my dreams. He finds way around it, but this week he's been really, really insistent. I don't know what he's telling me, but yes, Austin's great. So everybody check out his channel. Yeah. I know. Well, I'm positive this guy is my twin flame because I can't cut the cords. I can't get rid of him. He talks to me in fifth dimension all the time. Daniel, we're not doing readings tonight. We're just doing spiritual talk. Exactly. And I've been trying to move forward. It's like, I don't know. Yeah. You can, if you have any spiritual questions about things you would like to learn, we could talk about that, hon. But the thing is, he doesn't want to do the work, Kitty. He hasn't done the work. In 4 years, he hasn't done the work. So I'm trying to move forward, and he keeps calling me back. It's like, oh, I know. What kind of questions do you have about a lot of stuff? We all have spiritual questions, hon, all the time. I'm trying to move forward with my life, and it's like a little push. Oh, I would love that, Kitty. Thank you, hon. I told him New Year's Eve when he came to me in 5D, don't contact me. You don't want to do the work. Let me go. Because he kept sending me blank pieces of paper. He'd leave it in my sacred space. Yeah. So that, and I couldn't figure out what these blank pieces of paper were. And I thought, well, maybe he's trying to communicate and he just doesn't know what to say. So I put up a wall. I said, no, don't do this to me. I'm trying to move forward. And then I put that wall up, and I couldn't figure out why I was mad for 3 days. For 3 days. I'm walking around mad, and I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's him I'm picking up on. I might block him on 5D, but I was sure picking him up emotionally. He was coming through on an empathic level. I know. I had fun on Wednesday. It's cool. I used to, when I first started doing readings on Facebook, used to be a couple of us. And Amy and I click really good. Austin, what are you doing for self-care, hon? And Kitty, you definitely have my permission. But Austin, what are you doing for self-care, hon? You got a huge download? Yes. I am so grateful to you for showing me how to do that. That's awesome. I did go in on my channel and did some readings on Facebook. Yeah. What? What? So why don't you do something for yourself this weekend? Like get out into nature? But sometimes you got to take a little bit of time to recharge yourself, honey. See, that's why we start channels, is because we want to help people. And I didn't realize Tiffany made me cry. She sent me some messages on Messenger that just made me cry. Because she has gone through major shifts and changes. But again, you can't lead a horse. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. She uses the tools. Don't sit there and look at me like that. Good for you. Good for you. Come here, come here. Come here, come here. Come here, little Miss Tubby. Somebody's hungry. She's an old lady. Oh, you're my tinky, huh? You're my tinky butt. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes. She's so funny. Yes. Yes, I know. I don't have a husband. I don't have a boyfriend. I have a dog that runs my life. Oh. So I'm curious, Kitty, what kind of download did you have while we were talking on Wednesday? Oh, I showed the moon card. Ah, yeah. But the thing is, we've got to allow it. No matter what our ancestors or anybody else's does, we've got to allow it. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. You should come and do one of the fairs out here, Astro. They have a huge fair. It probably won't be till March again. That's cool, honey. I'm glad you were getting information. Like I said, they have a huge fair here in March and September. And you should come down and do some readings down here. Colorado is a huge place for psychics. And Colorado Springs also has a fair. That would be in April and October. Oh, yeah. Austin, what do you get on the COVID and astrology? Because I was listening to some astrologers and they're saying it's not going to get better until 2023. You have a toxic husband? Tell him you're on a vacation. You're taking him on a vacation. Does he fish? Tell him you're going to send him on a fishing trip to Colorado. Spirit box reading said next year. Okay. Because I just stay home most of the time. I live my life online. Yes. Yes. We definitely need that with everything that's going on. Yeah. 2023. Yep. Yeah. So I've had a couple of people that came down with symptoms like they had COVID and you can transmit homeopathy to people to help them feel better. Okay. Hilda. Yeah. That's cool. I don't get downloads like that. I just know things. I was doing a reading for somebody that I knew was going through domestic violence. And everybody tiptoed around the subject. I'm doing a reading for her one night and what's popping out of my mouth is you're being beaten down and beaten down and beaten down. And I'm thinking, why am I saying this? But you got to trust what's coming through, right? So it was, she actually messaged me later and thanked me for that reading. I said, okay, well, You know, that was one of my lessons on learning to listen to what comes through. Yeah. Keywords. Yeah. And I, yeah, you never know what's going to come through, you know? Songs. You get songs, Jess? Tip, tap, toe, and numbers. So, what do you get from the number 8? Because I had a reading in January. I didn't even ask about my twin flame, but she said, but he came into the reading and she said it's a number 8. She says, I don't know if it's 8 weeks, 8 days, 8 months, 8 years. So somebody the other night again, I asked, I was just listening to him and he just popped up and says, I'm supposed to tell you the number 8. I said, okay, that's twice now I've heard the number 8 and it's been 9 months apart. Yeah. I've never seen a spirit box. So I looked up the angel number 8 and it said to stay positive, stay optimistic, and infinity. Yeah. Yeah. This guy's got me tied up in knots. I'm trying to move forward with my life. You better not be getting into bags. Don't at me. No, don't do that. She goes, Don't do that. I'm telling you, pugs are not dogs. Pugs are not dogs. Advancing in that direction. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you, Jess. The rule of threes. What is the rule of threes, Austin? I tend to do things in threes also. Three is a manifestation number, yeah. So 7. And it's interesting. I was telling somebody the other day, they were talking about the 7 candles in the body that the Bible talks about in Revelations. I said, those are the 7 chakras. They said, I never thought about that. Divine timing, Holy Trinity. Yes, exactly. I remember years and years ago, I was listening to a series of movies, and there was a woman that was in her 80s, and she was such a little character. She said that she said that she had spirits that talked to her, and she would do these drawings, automatic drawings, and they would tell her things. So while she was doing these beautiful drawings with the automatic drawing, these spirits would come in and they would tell her things. And she said that she goes, "Oh, my pastor at church would be so upset." She says, "But the Holy Spirit is actually the feminine energy." And I had to laugh because she was so innocent and trusting about the whole thing, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So according to my birth date is 11. My birth time is 9. Austin, I sent you my chart. I have a stellium of planets in Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Neptune, and something else. I didn't even know what a stellium was until about a year ago. You have a stellium in Libra as well? I know, you said that in the chat the other day too, Kitty. Damn Libras. How many Libras you got in your life, Kitty? Moon, Mars, and Jupiter. Yeah, mine is Sun, Moon, Rising. Let me look. Neptune, and what was the other one? I have five of them. Natal chart. Come on, people. Sun, 4 degrees. Moon, 21 degrees. Mercury, 29 degrees. Neptune, 25 degrees. So maybe it is just 4. Oh, the ascendant's Libra, 3 degrees. Yeah. So I'm all over Libra. Just one? I'm not your typical Libra because I'm not indecisive. I have a tendency to be impulsive. I do get a little obsessive. Okay, the girls make fun of me on here. Okay? Because I get so obsessive about balance. If I'm eating M&Ms, I have to put them in rows of 2. 2 red, 2 brown, 2 blue, 2 yellow, and I have to eat one on each side. And I have to balance everything. I argue with myself constantly. And I think that's why I learned to be impulsive. Just get it over, make a decision, make a choice, and just get it over with. And definitely a peacemaker. Hey, Riddy, how are you tonight? So, Astro, what do you have in so Mars is in Libra. So that's interesting. You have a lot to learn from Libras. You act a lot like a Libra. Libras have a lot to teach you. Yeah, me too. Oh, I'm obsessive about peacemaking. And I don't like to make waves. You know, I think that's part of the reason I didn't set boundaries. And then my mom scared me to death about karma when I was little, too. Yeah. We put other people's needs before ours. You're Libra? That's funny that you come in when we're talking about Libras. Oh, yeah. I don't know about thinking, am I missing something? I just trying to move forward. I have a tendency to try not to go back to situations. I try to always move forward. You're not going to starve to death. Hold on. Yeah. Your sun sign is Leo. Your moon sign is Libra. And we're talking about Libras because both Austin and I have stelliums in Libra. How funny. We're drawing them in, Austin. Don't snort at me. You'll get fed tonight. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you could hear her snorting at me. You gonna cry at me too? Indian festival starts? No, Garba. I'll have to ask my friend RM2 about that. I have to look it up. I was asking her the other day, I was telling her, so I learned, gosh, probably 30 years ago, I got a little book from India, and a bunch of us learned how to do Sanjeevanis. Okay, they're healing prayers. They're like the little circles with the lines in them, and they represent different illnesses you've had during your life. So what you do is you take a medium like water, you put it over one of the circles, and you pray over it for 90 seconds, and it transmutes the healing energy into the water, and you do that forever. Yes, Sanjeevani, and you do that for every illness you've had in your life, and then you drink the medium. So what I did is I took one of those circles and start transmitting some homeopathy to a couple people that had symptoms of COVID, and they got better within 2 days. So, yeah. Sanjeevani, Sanjeevanis. And there's a whole book on it. They've probably added a lot of healing stuff since then. Yeah. RM2, her parents are from India. She's been back to India too. Yeah. I talk to her every day. She's quite the artist too. Ramala R.A. If I butcher your names, it's because I have a tendency to look at everything from a Spanish point of view. Yeah, Austin said he was going to go on tomorrow. Well, does anybody else have any more spiritual questions tonight? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to share, Austin? Kitty? Don't forget, everybody, it's new moon, so write up the list of things you want to manifest for the next 6 months. You have a good night. Rest good, Kitty. Thank you for being here, hon. Thank everybody for being here. Have an awesome day at work tonight. Yes, you can tell me something. Astro, Austin, it's hard to see myself in time delay. Yeah, I do. And about 90% of the time it's pretty accurate. Not on any of us are not going to be 100%, but it's yeah. And sometimes I know when I have to change decks too. But sometimes occasionally I'll miss that. If the reading doesn't make sense, then I go back and pull cards from another deck. And then it seems to match up. Do you? Yeah. Of course I'm older than you, honey. I'm old enough to be your grandma. And Roshni RM2, she talks about that too. Yeah. That's okay, honey. You can call me whatever you want. Yeah, the universe is going to get the messages across any way they can, Austin. How many times have you decided to drive home in a different way or something because you just know? Yeah. My dad was never into tarot stuff. My mom was raised in Unity Church, but she had a tendency to use it more as control and manipulation, and she scared me to death. I'm sure that I saw things as a child because I used to sleep with the blankets over my head, summer and winter over my head because I was terrified. But my mom, she used to, be real negative about all kinds of stuff. But my dad always had a curiosity for the unusual and stuff. My health is improving, hon. It's improving. A lot of it was medication that was causing the problems. So I asked my dad one time, I told him, I said, were you ever picked up by ETs? It was interesting to watch his reaction because he had a whole array of emotions run across his face. And then he looked puzzled and he goes, I don't remember. So he kind of triggered looking into the unusual stuff. Yeah. I was on there's a group of people that do readings across the country. They have a nightly talk show that people can call in from around. She advertises on Facebook sometimes for people to sign up and get readings done. You have a good night, Reedy. You take care of yourself, hon. She sat down and told me, she says, your grandmother was a great healer too. And she says, and so was her family above that. It skipped your mom's generation. And I know my step-aunt she was a medium. She was raised in Unity Church too. So, but it's just, yeah. So it runs in the family. My kids are all intuitive. All of them. And my grandkids are starting to pick up on it now. And my great-grandson, I'm sure that he is. I told my daughter one night to ask what her totem was, my granddaughter, and her son was listening. He's 5 or 6 now. But I said, ask your angels permission to remember your dreams. Okay? And then ask what your totem is. Well, my granddaughter never did it, but my great-grandson did. So, and he says, Mom, I did what Grandma said, and the angels told me that I'm a deer. I said, oh my God, that so fits his personality. So fits his personality. You wanted to, okay, I didn't get started so I was 25 and I started getting into things because the doctors were failing me. Okay. I got into the alternative healing first and started going to all the spiritual classes and healing classes and got into tarot. I've been doing tarot for probably 35 years now, 40 years. I just never did it. I was introverted until my twin flame triggered something different. So, yeah. So how did you start out recognizing your gifts, Austin? You sensed them? Well, like I said, I probably had a lot of things going on as a child, but my mom, you know, she was something else. So I kind of have an interesting ancestry. My grandmother was raised as a Mormon and married a Baptist. Tell me that's quite a difference there. Yeah. I was bright and bubbly and everything till my mom died. My dad was not a nice person. So I withdrew from the world, and I really did withdraw from the world. Tinkerbell! Yeah, I was very introverted. Don't you dare get into anything over there. You hear me? You better behave. There's nothing in those bags for you. Yeah. Austin, if you would have told me 3 years ago that I was going to be doing readings on Facebook, and then 2 years, it'll be December 28th, it'll be 2 years on YouTube, I would have told you were nuts because I was so introverted. Sometimes I think, who is this person? But my main thing is want to help people just like you do, you know? And my thing is, how can people learn spirituality if they make the prices of classes so outrageous that nobody can afford them, especially now? And how do you change the world? You educate people one person at a time, you know? Even if I could make a difference in one person's life, that's awesome. And yeah, Tiffany made me cry the other night. Because she was telling me, explaining the changes that she had made. So it's touching. It's knowing that I can make a difference at least in one person's life, or if I can give you the tools to make choices and decisions, you know. Prophecy and prayer. Okay, so the thing is, Astro, we have all the gifts, talents, and abilities. It's what we allow ourselves to have. Mine seemed to be I don't know if it's so much prophecy, but in healing. Yeah. You know, the Bible talks about all these gifts. Well, Jesus says, well, these and more you can do, you know. He achieved the Christ consciousness. And he was trying to tell us that we could do that also. I've had things pop up. I know that if I would have pursued it, I would have been able to talk with animals more. I know that I didn't find out what it was. Yeah. I had the ability to read light codes, but I never pursued that. I had, when I was going to church, I used to speak in tongues. That was an experience. I never tried to interpret tongues, but it's, yeah. But, Jesus achieved the Christ consciousness. The reason the Jews don't believe that Jesus was the Messiah is because the Christ is a consciousness. It's not a person. And he achieved that Christ consciousness. And he holds that position for us. Exactly. And that's what I was saying earlier. When you look at, from a psychic point of view, if you look at a metaphysical point of view, if you look at what a lot of those visions and stuff were, like he was talking about the 7 candles in the body, or whichever candles. He was talking about the 7 lights or the 7 candles in the body, and that those are our chakras. Those are our major chakras. We have minor chakras too, so. But it just irritates me that, because they went in and changed so much of the Bible, because they didn't want us to know the truth. Yeah. How old are your kids, Jess? Yeah, but the thing is, you got to go back and you have to look at them from the Dead Sea Scrolls process, because so much of it's been changed. Yeah. If you look at the Aramaic Bible, that's only been translated from one language to another one time. And when you go in and look at the Lord's Prayer in the Aramaic Bible, it does not say, "and do not lead us into temptation." And somebody pointed out, they said, "Why would God lead you into temptation?" So the Aramaic Bible says, "and do not let us be led into temptation." That makes more sense. Because when you translate something, this is what we were talking about the other night with Sam, is when you translate from one language to another, something's lost in the interpretation. And I was talking about one pastor, he says he's got 6 different Bibles that he references. When he doesn't understand a passage, he looks it up in the other Bibles in order to get more of a complete picture of what it means. And I forget what his name was. I thought that it was awesome that he was open and minded enough to do that. But then we do have the means. You know, when the Native Americans talk about prophecy, they say, if this happens, then this will happen. So, but I think, yeah, the Native Americans have some awesome prophecies, and I think they're probably closer than anybody because they have a lot of the principles that the Bible talks about too, but they go into deeper revelation about everything. So, yeah. My daughter's complaining. Oh. There they are. Oh. Well, does anybody else have anything they want to talk about tonight? Austin, you should probably get some sleep, hun, because it's what? It's midnight. After midnight there. You need to get some rest. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess nobody has anything else to say. Jess is probably asleep too. Well, go get some rest, Austin. Okay? And take care of yourself. And the person that we're working with needs to take some responsibility and should not move forward until she does some of the work that we're already telling her to do. Okay? That came from a therapist that was on here earlier. She says, make sure she follows through and does exactly what you're telling her to do. So, okay. Okay, well, nobody's talking, so I guess we will. Yes, take care of yourself. Okay? And quit watching politics. Step back. It's time to step back, hun. You already know what you're going to do, so step back. So I guess we're going to close it up for tonight. Nobody wants to talk. You get some sleep, everybody, and I will be here starting Sunday night for every day during the week, either every day or every night, okay? We'll vary the times. Okay, so everybody have a good one, and namaste. Yeah. You know the outcome, hun, so quit stressing about it. I just decided today, no, I'm not going to do it anymore. It's just sucking the life out of me. So everybody have a good night. Have an awesome weekend. Austin, take care of yourself. Everybody else too. Okay? Have a good night.